Ladies and gentlemen, I see a lot of people doing this, so I just want to explain something. Amadeo is going to do the trials next month. Uh, so I was yelling, that's not real, don't do that, that's not real. Um, I want to tell you, I have had, on Monday, I had Martin come up here if you weren't here, and it was his first time competing. He went to ADCC. He did the Open in Chicago. Was it Chicago, Martin? I forget where he went. It was Chicago. And he had a really like eye-opening experience, and that like the intensity level like totally different, totally. Like he hadn't, and I had him speak the other day, and then he texted me yesterday. He's like, man, like I had an eye-opening experience of like I got to change how I train, and I know what he means because the intensity is different. It's off the hook intensity. That man was gonna fight, and you're gonna touch him, and you're gonna go, damn, he's strong. And everybody is in the beginning, but you know some of them tire out, some of them can contain the gas tank. But in the course of our conversations in the text, he goes, man, I just realized so many things are not real. And that's the line I was, and I said, oh, now you understand when I say those things, right? And he knew. And yeah, I know, because this isn't real. And now let's go to the move that we're talking about. Is you're like this, right? And he's up on that arm. And you're like this. And now you're taking your arms down here and going like this. And now you're backstepping. What do you think he's going to do? He's going to pull this out, and like you just let him go. You just let him go, right? So that's when I was saying just now to Amadeo, and I don't think I'm picking on him or anything. Like, you know, if you're going to come compete, like, and you want to go do this, like, you got to have somebody talk to you honestly. You can't sugarcoat anything, man. You got to talk to him honestly. So I would be doing a disservice to him and to myself if I told him any other thing, right? So if he's up on that power prop, how am I going to do any of this? Or potentially, he's up on that power prop, and I'm going like this. I'm touching these ankles, and he comes up in 2 seconds, drop. Like, I mean, you're never going to get there. So in class and in drilling, you go, oh yeah, do that. Okay, remember what I said? It's not real. You're going to go to a comp, and the guy standing on the podium that has gold, silver, or is in the semis and stuff, you're not passing him. You're passing the guy in round one that's never competed also, maybe doesn't have a named school, doesn't have a lot of training partners, is new to the game. Guy at the end, man, you better be ready. And when I say it's not real, it's not real, right? So you're like this at this point. He's up on that power prop, okay? When they do it to you, what they'll do to you, right? And let's go, we're going to do 2 moves at this. One where he gets to recover, and one where you get to pass, right? Right, so put this down for 1 second. This is what they'll normally do, just like what I said before, is they'll hold your legs so tight down here, and they'll start trying to put their leg behind you, or they'll try to come down here and pin this leg. Like, that's what they try to do. The moment they hold you here, you get up on that power prop. The moment you feel anything where they're grabbing your gi or they're holding your legs and they're trying to punch this arm through, you get up on that power prop. Okay, you get up on that power prop. Because he's gonna have a move right now where we're gonna exchange pieces, right? So the moment I'm gonna ask you to do Amadeus, the reason I keep pointing it out, because if I keep pointing it out, he'll go, man, I never want to get called out like that again. So he won't do it again, right? So you like this. I take this hand, I come back here, right? And you're on that power prop. The moment he flips his hip, whether it be like this, you drop that power prop and you get those hips out of there, okay? So you're starting to get comfortable, and now, let's stay with me, you come here. So Ethan's holding my legs, like, he's like so strong, and I'm going, all right, you want to, I get it. I can't pull my legs out, I understand, totally get it. But you know what, you have to make a move also, we're gonna sit here all day, right? So I'm like this. The moment Ethan moves, and I'm up right away. Whether I drop this knee and spin if he comes right here, or potentially just to the over, and I'm on a drag the other way. I don't know how it's going to play out, right? So you get one opportunity to get up on your arm, right? You stiff arm him, and you wait for his move. Don't get panicky. A lot of people make a mistake, and they feel they need to do something, and that's where it goes south on them. You don't do anything. You're right here. You're waiting for his secondary move. He wants to hold on to my legs and squeeze them with all his might. Okay, you go right ahead, but that's not submission. You got to get up here, and I can't let you control my hips. So I'm just like this. So I'm learning how to do a couple of things. Obviously, I would like to use my legs, right? But let's say my legs didn't exist, right? They were just dead. From the bottom down, I had no control of my legs. When I dropped this elbow, I used this lat to suck myself up. Right? So this is how you should be doing it when you go live. I didn't use my legs. Obviously, I'm going to use my legs. I'm going to be kicking you. I'm going to be jamming them. I'm going to be ripping them out. But what I'm learning how to use is my upper body. My upper body. My legs, I don't know. Maybe I want to pull one out and throw a triangle up. Maybe I want to throw one over the top and arm drag. I'm reading where your arms are also. But I know you have to make an advancement, so we have to trade right now. Okay? Now, top player, I'm sorry. If I just told you that, and he's up on a power prop, why am I going to hold these legs now? Right? They don't serve me any purpose. I'm athletic, you're not. So why don't we run up and jam him hard? Right? So meaning this, I'm like this. Instead of holding these legs down here, take commander. He's up on that power prop. I'm not going left or right. I'm not going to be a fool to try to come this way. Because if I come this way, you take your hips out on me, and I'm going, I just won this outside ligament. You think I'm going to trade it that quickly for it? No way. No chance. Like, I know I'll get up there later, hopefully, but I know that I have this. And I'm going to trade that now when you're up on that arm, and I'm going, no. I'm like this. So I jam forward to keep driving my head forward because I want to collapse it. Or if I don't, stay up on it, and I jam forward, when I take a step back, I'm not down here. Those hips are not coming out on me. So now when I'm up here like this and I go, okay, I'm behind you, but now when you come up, right, I'm already here on my first hook, on my bottom hook, and now I'm throwing my secondary hook, right? But I was already on top of your hips, right? So we're going to have two drills, right? So when you do it, right, I don't care if you take his back, I don't care if you drive forward, have the goal to use your head, okay? You're almost ramming your head to his head, right? I know it's uncomfortable. You don't try not to hurt anybody. You're like this, right? My head has a target. So as I'm driving, my head's driving also because I want to get him in there. And now I'm going left or right. Potentially I drop in here and I mount. Maybe Ethan is so determined to keep that power prop up. And now I'm like this and going, okay, put my hand up, spin on the backside, and now I'm here on your back. But I didn't let go of these, okay? So no left and right when he's on the power prop. I'm going to ask you to start practicing it. Let your partner hold his legs and then time it. Like time it. He's here with me. And he's here with me and I'm going, hold my legs. And I'm like this. Okay. Obviously I want to get my hips out as far away from him as possible. He's got to get this guy here. And I'm going, no. As soon as you move that hand, I'm going, okay, I'm up. Okay, so don't go left or right. I know I can't get mine. I'm fighting a guy so strong. He's determined to hold on to my arm, my legs, and he's going to pass me. So when I say don't pass that way, because that's not real, there's no high-level player you could pass like that. He has to be somebody that you're a black and he's a blue, or you're a black and he's just starting off and he doesn't have a lot of experience, so it's not realistic. So you have two, right? I'm fine with you doing either one. I would like you to start from a smash. He comes up on a power prop, you drive forward, right? Second time, practice your smash, right? You practice the smash, you're like this. You're on the outside, I'm here like this, holding on. He's already up on that power prop. I'm not going left and right, because if I go left, he goes, oh, damn, I lost those hips already, right? So let's part up and do it. Let's rock. When you go back like that, you have to go up on this shoulder, right? Let's say hypothetically, I was getting, like this was a real fight. I just got clocked, right? And now I'm like down, right, in the street, and I don't know who else is throwing kicks and like landing, like doing all these things to me, right? This doesn't change. Your patterns are still the same, right? I was like this, and I just got hit, and now kicks and everything are coming from everywhere. I'm blocking my face. I'm going up on my shoulder. I'm blocking my face. I'm protecting my head, all my vitals. I'm coming up. I'm getting out of there, okay? Now, I'm like this. Remember my position like this? Where I'm going, bam, I just fell, and I'm going, man, covering up. I'm coming up on that shoulder, okay? Look at the position. I'm like this. Same position. But now you drill it like this. Oh, or potentially, not everybody. They're like this, and you're going. like, where are your hands? Like, what happened to, like, you're going to get soccer kicked in the face. Like, you have no defenses. You think this art's going to save you? No, no, no. You're not going to get saved. You're going to get hurt bad, right? So I got to learn how to use my hands to protect my face. And never at any point did I use my hands. When I came up on the shoulder like that, my hands didn't exist. Back down, back up on the shoulder, right? I'm here, blah, hand here, back up on the shoulder. Don't touch my hips, right? So when you do the drill, do it like, try to do realistic and have some vision behind it and what you're trying to do. You should be able to go up on the shoulder. You should be able to protect your organs, your vitals, not your organs, but your temples, your jawline. Also, if you say, well, I'm never going to get, I get it, never going to get into a fight. I hope nobody ever does. But in BJJ, I'm like this, right? I'm coming up and I'm going, I don't let anybody get my hooks in. I'm blocking no insertions on the hooks, okay? Potentially, I'm like this. I'm shrimping out, same position. I went like this, came up, he knocked me down. I'm here, knee, elbow, knee, elbow, knee, elbow, framing. Don't touch my hips. Right? But your hand positions are all over the place, and now you're wondering why you got beat. Yeah, I know, but your right hand didn't have a purpose, your left hand didn't have a purpose, your shoulder didn't have a purpose, your hips had no purpose, like everything had no vision, right? So I explain it of why we're doing it, so now you understand, like, real fighting, BJJ, recovery, like, I told you, like, I always say this, is the game is so funny because you think it's complicated, but it really is it's the same exact move. There was no difference. I'm here like this, got clocked, David just punched me in the head, and I'm falling, I got kicked up, but I'm like going, oh man, keep my protecting, coming up. Same position. I'm like this. Ethan's controlling my legs, I'm based, and I'm going, oh, jam up. Same position, same position, same position. No difference, right? So start getting comfortable, getting up on that shoulder. My hands are here, my hands are blocking my hips, like that Heisman Trophy that I tell you. Like they're here recovering. When I threw that leg over the top, I'm over here hitting a drag, like, my hands are looking to grab and move, like, but if I'm doing this, going like this, guy passes me, I go, where are my hands? Like, what happened now when you were trying to get up? And to be honest is that, you know, a good BJJ player will call his submission. You had so many things open right there. You had your legs open, you had your neck open, you were ready for a wrist right. He could tell you, going, I'm only going to do right arm bars today. I'm only going to do left arm bars. It's just because you left yourself open so wide that he could pick and choose. So let's do it again, right? And have a little bit of like the thought behind it of why we're doing what you're doing. I always tell you that no matter what, whether you ever become a BJJ champion, you came in here for a reason, right? No sugarcoating things. You came in for a reason. Learn how to defend yourself, right? So there's no sugarcoating that. Like, you got to learn how to defend yourself. Then after that, you go, okay, I'm going to learn BJJ, I'm going to learn sport, I'm going to do all this. But you can't have a realistic thought process that you think that that there's some type of thing that you're doing well there. Okay, I don't want to sugarcoat anything. So let's practice it again with a little detail and vision. Let's rock. Sometimes they're going to do exactly what I did before. It was like I was here, and then he's controlling, he's holding on like dear life, and I'm like, all right, can't get my legs out. I have knee pads on, and there's so much friction, and he's got a t-shirt. I'm going, I'll never get these legs out. So I base on him, and I pull my hips out as far out as possible. And now I'm waiting for his move, right? He does it to me. And I go, damn, like, I don't want to lose him either. And I'm like this, and he does that. I'm like this, okay? The only thing I'm going to do is try to put my knees in front of his knees, because I got an issue going on right now with this power prop, right? Go down for 1 second. I prefer, right? I'm never going to stop that same principle. He's up on a power prop, I'm driving forward. But sometimes, because they're like this, they're pushed out so far. And you're like this at this point, you're going, damn, I can't get past this frame on me. And he's locked it in on me. And I'm going, damn, I can't drive forward, right? And if I try to come up, he's going to rip one of these legs out, right? So I'm going to do something totally different. I got to deal with this. This guy's the problem to me right now, but I don't want to release this, right? So I have some benefit down here, but I've encountered something that I go, damn, I can't crack that frame. It's just impossible. He's wedged it on my neckline, Sometimes they'll hold on to some type of fabric on you, like they're cheating. They'll lace their thumb underneath your rash guard. And now these guys really good control of me, and I'm going, it is what it is. I don't mind you cheating. I don't even consider it cheating. I'm like, hey man, I'm wearing it. It's real life, dude. Right? I'm like this. I'm going. So I'm going to take my legs and do this. I'm going to pinch them together, and I'm going to address this frame really quickly. So as I lift up, I clear this frame out of the way. Either way, whether I push it out, but I've never let go of these kneecaps. If I'm like this, I can start coming through with my head, but I got to get rid of this frame, but I did not want to release this, right? So I'm here like this. I'm not going anywhere. I realize like I can't get up there. I can't get, so I start just taking my knees. It's critical that when I pinch, that my kneecaps be on that side of his knees. I can't let one of these go. I can switch later, left and right. If he starts squaring up on me, that's not the end of the world. But I cannot let these kneecaps go. My whole goal was to get in front of this kneecap. So when I go pinch, my kneecap pinch on that side of the kneecap. Can't be below, otherwise the knee will escape on me. So I'm here and I go, okay, I can't get away from him. So I take my knees and I squeeze them. As I come up with my body, he's going to be fighting also to get away from me. I just clear this frame and now I'm right back in again. So all I wanted to do was this, but I wanted to save this. So now I come right back in and I start my driving process. If he's up on that power prop, I'm still playing the same game. Keep me here. I'm here. I'm going, okay, I'm here collected. I'm in front of those kneecaps. I'm going to address this frame right now. I can go left or right. If I feel the frame being too much on this side, I clear it. And now I start doing driving process again. So it's a game of cat and mouse. It's a game of exchange, right? So we're doing everything exactly the same. If you have a great drilling partner, try to do all three things, right? I'm shoulder dropping. Second one, he saw the power prop. He drove it, collapsed it. Third one was that, right? Was like, hey, I realized like, damn, he took his hips out so far, I'll never get to them. He straightened his legs out. He's like this. He's here, and I go, he's holding on. I go, I've taken the hips out, and I'm going, damn, hips are far away right now, right? So now Ethan comes and collects that kneecap. That was not. All right, let's go down. Don't worry about it. Yeah. What he did was after the fact. You don't do that before. So Ethan threw his hips forward. When you're like, let me have these. So sometimes you're going to be like this. And now you go clear. And now the moment I clear, let's say I was like this. And I go clear this arm. I'm here and I go, I just moved up. That you can do, but once you're past the kneecap line, right? You could do that, but not below. You'll never catch me fast enough up the line if you do it after. So if you want to come here, release with your head, and then thrust your hips forward, almost like you're hopping like a frog, absolutely can, but don't do it from down here. You'll never catch that distance high enough, fast enough. By the time you release and go, he's already pulled his kneecap high, right? So do it after the fact, okay? You get about 7, 8 minutes. Try to have some vision, try to be detailed, try to be a perfectionist with the moves. There are times we'll do speed. On Friday, we'll do speed, 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 speed. Today, be very detailed and slow, methodical. Don't miss a rep, don't miss an angle, have real good thought on it. Let's partner up. I'll do it from both sides. Actually, do it from the side. It's this leg that I want you to pay attention to. I told you before he hit this hard frame on me, and I'm going, damn, I can't get rid of that post on me. And I'm taking this leg, right? This leg, there's no impediment. My whole issue is over there. I'm like this at this point. I'm going, yeah, I'm trying my best. I take this kneecap and I put it as tight to him as possible. Because later on, I'm going to take this leg and just put it off in front. But if there's no connection here, and I'm like worried about putting my leg, he's going to get away from me. Like, how is this not squeezing together? This guy, there's no impediment. So this guy right away touches the back of the hamstring. This guy doesn't stop spinning on top. He's spinning on top. Because I may get rid of this frame before I ever collect. Because I'm not stopping my drive forward. I'm going to keep driving and driving and driving and driving. It's exhausting. If you've been and if you've ever done MMA and someone's driving on it is exhausting to keep them off of you. I mean, it's the whole principle of how Gordon passes now. He just breaks them like mentally and like with that heavy pressure and drive, and they're supporting his weight and they crack. And we're talking about the highest level players in the sport crack, right? So when you're doing that, like pay attention to the back leg position. It should touch that hamstring, so I should know where I'm feeling back there, right? It's touched the hamstring, now go collect the front side, and now use my head to get rid of that. Now so it's like this incremental climb, like I'm drilling with the one thing that's stopping me right now. It's that freaking frame. I can't get rid of that frame. So I got to address the frame. Earlier, I had to address the hips, but there's no frame now. Earlier, I had to address the power prop because I realized if I go left or right, those hips are going to escape on me. So I got to kill the thing that can give him some advantage. It's that power prop. What was this? I know I got to deal with this because he's got a heavy, I can't break that frame. So, but I own something. I own something of importance. And that's that I'm outside of the ligament. I'm on the outside. I've started my division of the body. It's pretty simple equation. Like if you keep thinking that way and going, man, I'm just problem solving this. This makes sense. Like this isn't me going, do that move and put your leg. No, I'm telling you, like when you get here, you can start problems and go like, man, I got this outside position. I'm almost 2 behind 1. I almost divided his body. Why would I think that I'm going to go, blah, and now this guy's going to take those hips out and get out of me in 2 seconds? I got something of importance. And my thing that's important right now is I potentially can get back the 2 things that he wants and needs so desperately. This. That's it. That's it. And if I can get in front of these, advantage is mine. I own outside ligament, advantage is mine. Now I come in here and go, I just jam. If you can't see it from that side, now you see it on this side. I just took this leg and jammed it tight. Now I know I can stop these now. And I go, okay, now I'm in front of those kneecaps. Now that frame I'm going to deal with. And whether I knock it down, and now I'm moving forward. And now I'm behind you, mounted. But I incrementally dealt with the thing that was stopping me. I also never let go of the one little thing I had in my advantage, okay? So if you start thinking that way, it really will help you. Like, you know, when I roll, I'm like, there's like things that, I just want to get there. I just want to get this. I just want this. And then I'll problem solve with a different chapter after that. And that's how your mind should think when you're rolling. If we actually ran out of time, but on Friday I'll recover this, and then we'll go back to the turtle position, because the turtle position plays off of that. Because if you're like this and he comes up, you're like this. And now we were breaking down turtle. And now you went, damn, almost past him. Oh, no, you didn't. You went to turtle. Now you got to get him down again. And now he's about to stand up. So we'll take it on Friday, but on Friday we'll do a little bit more speed instead of precision. You got 2 minutes start, 2 minutes before we go live. Grab water, caffeine, anything you want.